Welcome to episode 9 of Room for Improvement, the podcast with me, Justin Moorhouse.
And me, Danny Mcloughlin.
Where we try and find out ways we can improve ourselves. We think we're pretty special.
Yeah, we're all right.
We're all right, but we can be better. We're not like some people who think they're beyond improving.
The dog's bollocks. When did that become a thing? I never knew that.
The dog's bollocks.
Yeah, when was that? Like, why are they good? There's loads of them, though. I don't want to get into them.
No. So this week, we decided to speak to soap star and all-round podcaster as well.
Yeah.
His podcast is really good. A bit annoying. Do you remember when he first came in? Jack P. Shepherd.
Yeah, he was here, wasn't he?
He took his joke. I went, oh, he's very slim, isn't he?
Very slim.
I think I might have upset him a little bit. But
Really?
But then he got over it because he realised we were great guys.
Yeah, we are great guys.
Great guys. He plays David Platt and he has done forever in Coronation Street, and you'll hear about that. It was a right laugh making this one.
It was really good.
We really, really, really enjoyed it. We've tried to leave as much in there as possible, so this intro is going to be dead short. We'll be back at the end to find out what we've learned. And don't forget, Patreon episode is this week.
Jeff's kiss.
It is Jeff's kiss. It's beyond. It's our best one, I think. It's our best one.
Yeah.
It's our best Patreon episode. It's the best video. What we actually go and do. You've got to get on it. £5 a month for early access to the pod, for an extra episode, and to see behind the scenes of some extremely entertaining things we've done with Jack P. Shepherd.
Literally on Coronation Street.
Literally. Danny and I acted on Coronation Street. But let's get on with the episode. Here he is, Jack P. Shepherd. So let's go for it then. Let's introduce our guest. And I'm going to introduce him in a different way than you expect now.
Okay.
I'm going to put an accent on. I'm going to go, hey, it's David P. Shepherd.
What?
Because I got his name wrong. It's sort of the same accent he did for a Canadian person.
It is, yeah. I got spotted by a bunch of Canadians, and that's what they called me.
Oh, wow.
Called him David P. Shepherd.
Wow,
so they
David P. Shepherd.
They mixed his character name up and his real name. But they also called Peter Baldwin, Peter Barlow, Peter Baldwin.
Yeah. Peter Baldwin.
Oh, that's great.
I loved it.
How do you cope with people like bothering you in the street and everything? Because
They don't really.
they do.
No, not really.
Are you good at it though?
It's amazing what dark sunglasses and headphones do.
Yeah.
And
And a cap.
I don't wear hats, no. But I walk quite fast. I'm quite brisk walk. So as soon as they've clocked,
Yeah.
I'm past.
Gone.
Then. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. It's
When
fine.
our mate Sally Lindsay went in Coronation Street,
Yeah.
she said she didn't realise it's like being Hollywood famous,
Yes.
but as approachable as your next door neighbour.
Yes.
So people just think that they know you,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah. And just have conversations straight away, and as though like the best friends.
So they call you David in the street.
No, I get the full name. I get the full Jack P. Shepherd.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
because
I
your
get
name's
that.
unusual then.
I don't know. It's just I heard someone shouting it in the car, and I was I was walking across the road in traffic, and they were in the car, but they had all the windows up, and I heard someone going, Jack P. Shepherd, and then the car was sort of rocking.
It's better than catchphrases, though, isn't it? That must be the worst. Like
Peter Kay.
Oh, right.
or like Ricky or whatever,
Yeah.
like just trying to walk down the street.
I get Where's Gale a lot.
Right.
I get that.
When Sally was in it once, she came to watch us at the Comedy Store, and she got absolutely mobbed after the show, and she was just dealing with it quite well, and just getting to the end of you're on a night out, and somebody went, Shelley, and in the end she was just so angry, she just went, my name's Sally. And he went, oh, yeah, sorry. He goes, oh, just that. That's how we know you're in it, because that's your job. And she went, I don't go around calling you checkout boy.
Wow.
And he goes, it's just that my gran wants to say hello to you. She's on the phone. But he had been quite rude.
Yeah, he sounds like a dick.
quite rude.
Check out, boy.
Checkout boys, what she said.
What's mad is my mate was in Corrie for like a year.
Yeah.
And I was with him a bit, and I don't think anyone ever bothered him once.
No. I bet even though he was like that,
Yeah.
went to all the public places.
This
You
is-
do that at first. How old were you when you joined the street?
12.
In 2000.
Yeah.
So what happened to the kid before you? Because he was there 1 week and now he's gone.
Well, he was born into the show.
Yeah.
So he was a baby. And
So he wasn't an actor.
No. So then obviously he grew up to about... Well, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't.
he wasn't.
Do you know what
No,
I
I
mean?
mean straight away. Obviously, was he's a baby.
Came out citing
Not like-
Shakespeare.
he was like thoroughbred.
mercurial. He was in the incubator.
Or
I
it
should have
could've-
seen him.
It could have been like when you put two racehorses together, you know it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
His mum was Glenda Jackson and his dad was Orson Welles.
Like Fingy's kid, Maradona's daughter
He's married to
Sergio Aguero.
So
Yeah.
that kid's going to be great, isn't it?
And it Messi something as well. Isn't he?
He's
Godfather.
like the Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, if that kid isn't a good footballer.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
I
isn't
want
it?
to be a carpenter, lads. So I did a little Google of him to find out where he is. And there is somebody of his name and age, who's now like a professor in Sheffield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at university. So I'm thinking that's him.
Well, let's just say it is.
Yeah. There's been 4 different...
Well, he's gone on to bigger and better things.
He's not got your dough, has he?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a professor in I'd take that. I'd take
What do you reckon
that.
earns more money, professor at Sheffield University or soap star?
I don't know.
Ooh, depends what he's a professor of. Maybe it's like one of them low-key subjects, you know,
Could
that
be like-
everyone was whinging about 10 years. Oh, they do degrees in anything now.
Yeah, degrees in comic books.
Yeah.
Could be like an
Barbecue.
Indiana Jones, though, couldn't
It could be, yeah. In Sheffield.
he? Yeah.
So you've been in it since you were 12.
Yeah.
When you first joined, I'm always fascinated about this, like, because they call you child stars, and it's such a weird phrase. Who did the deal?
What do you mean?
The money, who signs up, who? Because we're all 12.
Oh, you get what you're given.
You get what you're given.
You get what you're given.
When you're 12.
Yeah.
What did you do with that money? And I'll tell you, I've got a nice story about this, but what did you do with that cash? Did you spend it every week or?
No, nothing. I just had a little Abbey National. Do you remember Abbey National?
Yeah.
I had an Abbey National bank account, and it just all went in there. But
And
I'd been acting for 2 years beforehand,
Yeah,
so
you've
all
been
my
in-
drama
yeah.
money and that just went into like this pot.
And then when you were 18, you could have it.
No, and that I could have it as and when.
All
My
right.
parents were like, "You need to learn to spend it wisely."
Yeah.
So it's not going to be because as soon as you get to 18,
Yeah.
you'll just spend it all.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no, you can have it when you want on certain things like a PlayStation game, some trainers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, we're not talking millions.
I reckon you might have had more money than you thought. I reckon. Did your mum and dad move house in them days?
Yeah, moved house, new car for dad.
You can have Call of Duty. There you go, Jack.
Imagine you
Go on holiday there in
We're
first
off on
class.
holiday.
Yeah, you're in the back.
So you've been in Corrie now since you were 12, and
Yes.
so that's 23 years ago now. So you're 35, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's
You've
it.
grown up in the show.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how you feel about this, but it's a great job. It's a good job. You've got.
yeah.
I mean, whether you love it or you don't like it, whatever, it's a good job.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, regular work as an actor is great.
Yeah.
Has there been times in those last 20 odd years where you've gone, maybe I'll go and do something else? Maybe I'll think of doing something else? Or are you just in the machine?
Yeah, there's been times when I've thought about going somewhere else, and there's been rumours of other things, of other potential, or you could go and do this. Not certain jobs, but like there's a certain buzz about you at a time. You know, like if you've done a few storylines, and you have to be careful that your head don't get too big.
Yeah.
So that you think the grass is greener, because sometimes it always isn't. And it is a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Like you said, it is steady work. And as an actor, that's very, very
beat
hard
it.
to come by. Very hard to come by.
I think if you're an actor on the soap like that, or on Coronation Street, and you seem to just be kind of relaxed about it and not het up by it, and you've grown up with it, I think that's just like perfect work, isn't it? It's like residency for us, isn't it? If you had your own comedy club.
Have you also got to make sure, well, not make sure, but you don't really want to be like too noticeable in case they go, oh, we'll just kill you off.
As in too bad, you mean?
Yeah, like, or the storyline's too.
So I think there was a moment in time when my character was quite bad, and he was pushing the boundaries, being really, really bad. And I think at one point I was going to be wrote out. They were going to kill me off or send me to prison or something like that. And it was pitched at Storylines, and they did give it a lot of consideration.
You're like, no.
I had no idea. I only found this out because you won't find out about this until
It doesn't happen.
years later, until it doesn't happen. And I think a writer was telling me at a party, went, "Oh yeah, we'd wrote you out. You'd gone. You'd absolutely gone. You'd gone." And I think I was like, "Oh." And I think I would have been about 21 at this time. And he went, oh, no, you went when you were like 15, 16. We'd killed you off.
But then
and I went, well, what happened? And he went, you did something on screen that changed our minds, that we thought, oh, no, we best keep hold of him.
The things that you never
knew.
And a shit death as well. That's what you did. Like, you fell down
malaria.
a manhole.
Yeah. But
malaria.
every character's been killed off. Every character. Helen Worth's been killed off 4 times.
In the writer's room?
In the writer's room, when they're all talking about it, and it's like,
what if you get a feeling you're on set, you're in Studio 3, just doing something in Roy's Rolls or whatever it is? There's a story conference.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about me.
Yeah.
Like if you murder somebody on a soap, it's like the unwritten rule, isn't it? There has to be the consequence.
They have to, yeah.
You can't get away with it. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to get caught and they have to be punished.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't be a murderer forever.
If I was a producer, I'd just let everybody kill everyone and always get away with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
What was the most fun being David Platt? Can I pitch an idea?
Go on.
Was it the Brian Capron, the Richard
that
Hillman
was
years?
cool. That was good. That was good because I mean, I was only 14, I think, at the time. Yeah, about 14, 15.
You was in that car?
And it was in the car, yeah. But we weren't in the car when it actually went in the canal.
Don't spoil the magic for everyone.
And can't be. Can't be, because they're attaching a rocket to the frigging thing and they're launching it through the air.
And your parents wouldn't sign off on that because of
No.
all the new cars and first class flights.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Meal ticket.
Yeah, you can.
Jack Pay Me Shepherd. That's what the P stands for. Jack Parents Rich Shepherd.
But it was the bits that were fun with the underwater stuff in the tank.
Yeah.
Because that was where it was up at Fleetwood we did it in, where the Royal Navy train to dive. So it's a 14-foot tank. And they submerged this Ford Galaxy underwater.
That was supposed to be in Ashton at Portland Basin, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
they cut the roof off and they put us in.
Yeah.
And they were in there as kids, me and Tina, and they said, right, okay. And we've got this little oxygen thing in front of us. And they said, okay, when you're ready, and you can hear them underwater, and they went, when you're ready, seatbelt yourself. You had to seatbelt yourself in, fully clothed, in a car, not weird at all. Shut the door, and you seatbelt in, you got the oxygen, and they went, okay. And on 3, drop the oxygen. So you had to drop it, and then you're right, doing this underwater. And then they went, okay, Jack, here's what we want to do. On action, we want you to struggle trying to get the seatbelt off, but you can't get the seatbelt off. Give us a thumbs up if you... And I'm like, and they went, okay, action. And as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, how do they know the difference between me pretending to struggle and then me struggling?
Yeah.
And there's the divers round you.
There is, which at any time they can sort of like come in and whatever, or open the doors or whatever. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just got to think of that posthumous soap award.
Yeah.
Could be the Heath Ledger of British soap.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Joker P. Shepherd. Wow. So you've been here, so you've had, so your mum is obviously Gail Platt. Yeah. You're called David Platt. Do you reckon they knew that there was a footballer? They
did know. Yeah. He'd already scored the volley against Belgium.
I don't know.
No, he hadn't.
1990?
No. He was 12.
Oh, I don't know.
When's your character? How old is
1990.
Yeah.
He's born in 1990.
Probably what
that's what he was named. But that could work, though, because people have children and name them after. Yeah. So you could have been conceived, not you, but your character, during World
Belgium.
Cup. Yeah.
Goal, that volley.
Yeah. Nessun Dorma on.
Yeah,
loud.
Nessun Dorma on.
Yeah.
Gail Platt getting all amorous with Martin Platt, who now makes cheese.
Yeah.
She's not called Gail Platt, though.
Is she married again? Oh, I don't know. I can't keep up, can you?
No. Is she still called Rodwell? She married Les Dennis.
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
She did.
Yeah,
Les Dennis. Yeah.
Oh, sad that. He loved it, didn't he?
I loved him.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved Des Lennis, we called him.
Des Lennis. Good guy, isn't he?
Have you seen him on Strictly now?
Is he?
Yeah.
He's smashing it up.
Oh, is it?
Well, I was going to ask you something then about... Sorry. It's just like me just fanboying Coronation Street now, isn't it? But it's fun though, isn't it?
That's fine.
So Gail's your mum.
Yeah.
Martin, did you ever see your dad?
He came back into it a few years ago. not that long ago, about 4 years ago. He came back in for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I think he sort of announced, oh, yeah, we're definitely off to Australia now forever, for all eternity. I think it was something like
You've been neighbours now.
Yeah. Do you know one of the actors who played Tracy Barlow, Dawn Acton?
Yes.
The rumour is that before Kate Ford took over, she came in and auditioned.
That happens all the time.
For her own
job. For her own part. That happens.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so...
Tough world, isn't it?
Yeah, they wanted to recast Tracy Barlow, and she says, "Could I have a go at try it?" Because obviously she was in it as a kid and then left.
Oh, right.
And then they thought about bringing the character back older, and she went, "Can I have a go at doing it?" And they went, "Yeah."
Can't say no, can they?
No, I guess they didn't, and they did. They gave her a shot.
Yeah, it's good, that, isn't it?
But Kate is Kate.
What's the worst recasting
that I've ever had?
No, that you see. You know, when you watch a TV show. I know. I know.
Tell us and we'll say it for you.
There's been like 10 Ben Mitchells.
10 Ben Mitchells.
They?
Yeah, mine was when they got rid of Gary Sparrow's wives in Goodnight Sweetheart and replaced them both. Like Dervla Kerwin got replaced by Emma Carling, I think it was.
And then Emma Carling got replaced by...
No, there was that was the London wife, the 1945 wife or whatever.
Right.
And then they had there was two Northern actresses, can't remember who they are.
Do you like Goodnight Sweetheart?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
Did I tell you when... this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in
my
life.
I'm gonna link the last two conversations together after this, but go
on. So when I got invited to go into one of those meetings, you know, when like your agent goes, "Oh, have you written anything?
Yeah.
Have you got anything to pitch? We've got this production company." And I went in and pitched this thing about like a comic that goes back in time and like writes everyone's jokes. But I didn't, because I've never seen Good Night Sweetheart. I'd never seen Good Night Sweetheart, and I'd never seen Back to the Future. And I basically went in this meeting, thought I was a genius, and fucking pitched Back to the Future. And he was like, "It's been done."
Yeah,
been done. Well, they recast his girlfriend in Back to the Future 1 and 2, so it's his completely different.
Oh, what
actress.
a link!
So you know at the end of the first one, that ends on him lifting up the garage, and he goes in, and then he goes, "Jennifer, why you were Cyphosaurus?"
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Still never seen it. I won't watch it now.
Nah. Still never seen it.
No, I won't watch it now because I'll be like, they nicked that off me.
Well, number 2 starts with that exact scene, but it's a different actress. They redid the scene.
Wow.
Completely.
That's good.
Just with a different actress.
I'm going to link those two conversations before. So Richard Herring, the podcast king, he loves Goodnight Sweetheart. Like he's an authority on it. An absolute authority on Goodnight Sweetheart. And he had Les Dennis on his podcast. And Les Dennis did one of my favourite anecdotes I've ever heard.
Go on.
Where he said, back in the day when he was married to Amanda
Alden,
he was having, just towards the end of their relationship, he was having a Saturday morning and he was having a massive row with her, this, that and the other. And she storms out, slams the door, and he's got a builder there doing some work. And the builder goes, "Kids, eh?"
Do you know what I often think when this is going back to Les Dennis and Amanda Holden? She works on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
He was obviously famous for Family Fortunes.
Yeah.
Both used the X and going to get rid of a contestant.
Oh yeah, well done.
Yeah.
That's connects them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is a connection, isn't it? This is a new game show. We're not improving. We're just doing this. So listen, you're gonna help us improve.
Okay.
So we're gonna learn a little bit about soap acting. Now, soap acting is different than normal acting, isn't it? Because normal acting is you get a lot of time to rehearse. You do this thing.
Yeah.
You're in the machine, aren't you?
Yeah.
It is a machine.
Yeah.
Are you any good at learning your lines?
Yeah, fairly good. Yeah.
Who's the best on the street? Is it Simon Gregson?
It's possibly me or him. Yeah.
All right. Are you like him?
Yeah.
I've been on a night out with him, and then the next morning we've been waking up and he's going to work, and he's been in a taxi, and he's gone, I've got to learn my lines. Looked at his script, 4 or 5 pages, and gone, yeah, got it.
Yeah.
But that's a skill you learn.
Well, I suppose we both started when we were kids.
Yeah.
So I always sort of tell this story, but you know, like if you ever see like, I don't know, some kid and he's on a piano and he's like amazing. You go, oh my God, that's amazing. And he goes, no, I've literally just done that since I was 3. That's all I can do.
So you when your brain's plastic and malleable, That's the skill that you've
Yeah,
learned.
I think, yeah.
That's good.
What did you get in your GCSEs?
Oh, just bang average.
Oh, really?
Bang
Because the
average.
thing about GCSEs is that you just it's all memory.
It's all memory, yeah, but
So I thought-
I wasn't there.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course.
I
You had a
wasn't
teacher
really there.
Do you really get taught when you're a kid at school at Coronation Street, or just go in a room?
Do you know what? You get probably taught more
Yeah.
because it's a one-to-one tutor who's next to you. So when you're at school and there's 30 kids in class, what do?
Yeah.
You're not doing any work.
So did you not go to high school then?
I did, but I didn't.
Were you connected
I
to
had a
school?
high school that I was at,
Yeah.
but I was virtually never there.
And that was over in Yorkshire where you're from?
Yeah.
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 That's kind of like homeschool, and it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, I suppose in many ways you've got to be aware that you've had a very different life than a lot of people, haven't you? And
I couldn't go to the same high school that my brother and sister went to because they wouldn't allow me to have the time off for acting. So I had to go to a separate school.
what do your brother and sister do now?
My brother does some sort of accounts or something for some firm, and my sister, she works in property.
Right. Look how you, I reckon when somebody asks them, what does your brother do? They go, he's a David Parker.
Oh, no, they don't. No, they don't.
they
No, not a chance.
Do they not show off about you? No.
No.
All right.
It's like being in an academy almost, I suppose, like a football academy, just
suppose
from
so,
an
yeah.
early age, just like.
Getting written out when you're 15.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Are
More
you
than
like,
not.
are you like the Johnny Evans now of Coronation Street, that you're a bit older, and the younger ones you can give them advice?
We got you a free transfer to Doctors.
Don't joke
How
about
old's
that.
Johnny
happens.
Evans? Am I older than Johnny Evans?
About the same
Same
age.
age. I think Johnny Evans is 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 36 in January. Have
Well,
I
some
been
of them
doing
do.
it
Like
longer
Nikki
than
Sanderson's been in all the soaps, hasn't she now? Apart from EastEnders.
She done Emmerdale as well.
Yeah, she's done Emmerdale and Thingy. A few do.
I think Brocklebank, the only one he hasn't done is Hollyoaks.
That's next, isn't it?
That's next.
He looks like he could be like an older.
That's the one I thought he would go into.
Yeah.
Because he loves
Famously,
Hollyoaks.
Does he?
based in Chester.
It is based
Is
in
it?
Chester.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
But it's
Filmed in Liverpool.
people in Chester don't like it because it doesn't look like Chester. Or people are always going, well, where's that then?
Oh, right.
Where's that? How come the wall comes there like that?
So it's annoying, isn't it?
Civic pride, mate.
Yeah,
That's all we've
it's
got.
magic, isn't it?
That's all we've got.
Is that, hang on, but it's Hollyoaks, the town.
It's like
isn't
like a Didsbury. So
Oh,
Hollyoaks
Chester.
would be like Didsbury of
see.
Chester.
I see.
And I remember once when I went to Brookside, Hollyoaks is like behind the petrol station in Brookside.
Is it?
Yeah, they're all higgledy-piggledy.
They're all
made by Lime, isn't it? Lime. Anyway, doesn't matter, does it? Do you watch Corrie regularly? Do you sit down and watch it, or
I watch it if there's something I've done that I want to see.
see how it comes across?
So you're fine watching yourself?
Oh, I love watching
Oh,
myself.
I can't do it.
Absolutely.
Good job you're not in it, then, isn't it?
No, but like even like someone puts a clip of my comedy on YouTube or whatever, I just can't look at it.
The majority of people can't.
hate
majority
it.
of people hate it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
What's family life like for you? Have you got a family?
Yeah, I've got kids. Yeah.
Do they like it?
I think the cool thing about it with my little boy, he's 10, and he can ask, like, what were you like as a kid, Dad?
And you just
And
go,
the cool thing is, I can go, I'll show you. So I'll just go on YouTube and just type in, like, David Platt scenes, whatever, when he was a kid.
yeah.
So when I'm 12 and I look identical to him, he can literally watch what his dad was like.
Bet you gotta
as
be
a
careful
12-year-old.
Google now,
It's
yeah.
like, how
David Platt.
often can you do that?
Yeah. And when he's naughty, like, you don't know you're born, you. I was in a car with a serial killer when I was your age.
Yeah. I don't think they've seen any.
Do they watch it now?
They might have done. I don't know. I mean, they say I pop up on TikTok.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
stuff.
say, I
Right.
bet they've seen like bits on
They've
TikTok.
seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they see stuff on there, really.
And how do they get treated at school? Do they get like your dad's David
Well, they've
Platt?
been at the same school since they were
Yeah.
kids. Since
And
they
did
were
no one
born there,
give
so-
you any
No, I
hassle?
don't think so. I think maybe a few of the older ones might say, "Is your dad on thing?" And they just go, "Yeah."
When Barney was when I used to be on Q103, when Barney was at school in Denton, kids used to call him Millionaire.
As a nickname.
Oh, your dad's on Q103, you're a millionaire.
You're a million.
And then his name was Millionaire.
That's mad.
Yeah. Yeah, your dad's a fucking loader. And he'd go, no, he isn't.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to find out if you can improve us. Soap acting is different acting.
Okay.
You've got to work hard. You've got the reactions are bigger sometimes, aren't they? You've got to leave them on those moments.
I suppose it's easier to look really, really crap in soap acting.
Yeah,
than
it's
what
exacting.
it is to half look good.
Well,
If you can half look good in it, then
Yeah.
you're on to a
But
win.
soap is like, it's there, isn't it? It's immediate. The camera's dead close to you. There's no messing about, is there?
Yeah, there's no light. The lighting's awful.
There's no retaking.
Well, you get
Not
about
many.
3 takes,
And
2
then that's it,
takes,
you're
and
gone.
then we got to move on.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Oh, mate. There's stories of actors going into it, just going, and I'll go back to my trailer while you do the reverse. And they go, no, we've shot this
We've
with
done
3
it.
cameras already.
You're done.
Done
You were
it.
looking the wrong way.
Oh,
It is
God,
what it
yeah.
is.
40 minutes, done, in and
Yeah.
out. The first time I see a scene is just the night before I do it.
Right.
So I only look at the lines, whatever the storyline is, or even if they're all out of order, I don't know what any of it is. Just the first time I do it.
Do you do that thing? Because I've seen it when I've done it a couple of times. I've heard actors saying to the director, what do I know yet? What if you've not acted yet? You need to know what you know. Fucking hell, that's mad, isn't it?
But it don't matter because
No.
it tells you on the thing. It says you walk in, you have an argument with Gail, you walk out. So that's all you need to know that you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
How many times has that been on your script?
Oh, yeah, a million times. Yeah, I can do.
You're
that
horrible
role.
to your mum, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I'm better now.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
Yeah, I like your nana on the show. She's the best.
Sue, Audrey,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
She,
she's-
like, I'm just going to make this about myself now. Right, next time you see her, tell her you've been with me.
Okay.
Right? She's a Justin Moorhouse super fan.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Like, cause I've done it Corrie a couple of times,
Yeah.
and she's seen me and she's gone, I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
She's so lovely.
Oh,
isn't
God,
she?
yeah. Hardcore.
And I bet she says that to everybody.
No, she don't.
No, but
she
well,
don't.
she bet she's kind to people.
Oh, yeah, she can. Yeah.
She stopped a car once in town, got out, and she went, "How are you? I haven't seen you." And I keep thinking, does she think I'm somebody else? But I just think she probably has like noticed me a few times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Right. So we're gonna find out more about acting, and we're gonna do some
Okay,
scenes.
okay.
We got. Do you know the exciting news? We've
No,
gone
I
to
don't.
some expense.
Okay.
We've done location. We've had a location scout.
Okay.
And if you turn out of here, turn right. Guess what the street's called?
I drove past it.
Yeah.
I drove past it.
So we're going to do some acting on Coronation
Is that where we're
Street
going?
in Chester.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So the big question is, because we want to improve ourselves, and we do that by asking experts or professionals or
Yes.
Both.
both. Are you an expert or a professional, or would you say both?
Is it not the same thing?
No. You get
What?
paid to do it, so you're a professional. You are a professional, yes. That's a
Yes.
fact.
Yes.
Are you an expert soap actor? The delay means you want to say yes. Just say it, Jack. It's fine.
I don't know because everything's telling me to say no because I don't necessarily
Does
know.
everything tell you to
I
say
don't-
no because
I
you don't want to be
necessar-
big-headed?
No, I don't necessarily know if it's a good thing to be an expert soap actor.
Oh.
That's all.
So you're a
Think
professional. I accept.
I'd say professional. If you're an expert at it, then you might play up to doing the regular sort of traits that you're meant to do being a soap actor. Which is the cheese.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're quite understated. We've heard a little bit about you starting the show, but how did it start? How did you get the call? What was the origin of you getting into...
Into the show.
Yeah.
Audition came up.
Did you have an agent now?
I had an agent. I was at a drama school, like a kids' drama school, and the owner of the drama school was the agent. She says, "This thing for Corrie's What? What's that mean?"
That always happens, isn't it? Yeah. Bit in coots with your mum and dad, weren't they? No wonder he had no money. The agent was taken out of it. The Jack Peace Shepherd School of Acting it's called now.
Gold building.
Yeah. Mum and dad outside in a roller each going, "You doing all right, Jack?"
He'll be here in a minute on his bike.
Yeah. But he's finished his paper round.
Oh God! Can you imagine? Yeah, look, I did a gig with a drama sitcom.
Yeah.
In London, and one of the kids in it, I was talking about like my mum and his dad, or no, my mum and his granddad. Sorry, his granddad chaperoned him.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the show and whatnot and blah 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 and contracts and how much that the kids were getting.
Yeah.
And he said something like, "No, Tom's not getting. He's not getting that." She went, no, he is, because everyone's getting the same. They're all on like the same thing. They went, no, they're not. And it found out that his mum and dad had been swindling little Tom's money. And he'd been in loads of stuff, and they'd been taking it all and giving him out.
Little
Tom. The granddad found out, and he blew his top.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he could have had it.
Yeah. So how many auditions did you have?
I had 3 auditions.
Yeah.
First audition was just a meet and greet with the casting director.
Who was that at the time?
It was June West.
June West.
June West and Judy Airfield. Judy Airfield and June West. And I tell a lie. I had to read a bit of prose reading. So I had to get a book and read a passage from a book. And I'd just done this drama festival in Yorkshire. And so I knew a passage from a book. I knew a chapter. So I reeled off this chapter from this book. And then they was like, all right, good. So you can learn lines then. I was like, oh, yeah. I learned this.
Didn't tell you you'd learned it for
months. Didn't tell you I'd learned them for like 6 months. And then...
Hey, I hope they're not watching this now. You won't get sacked.
And then the second audition was a meet and greet with a producer. And then the third audition was... we were in a room similar to this, and it was a script reading with Gail, Martin, and Sarah Lou, which was Tina, Sean, and Helen.
Yeah. Was that intimidating for you when you're 12?
No, it was fine. My mum said, when they ask you where you're from, don't say Leeds, say Pudsey.
Yeah.
Right? And I went, why? And she went, because Helen Worth is from Pudsey.
Oh.
So if you say Pudsey, she'll go. Because obviously I've got the thickest Yorkshire accent in the world.
You
it's
can't
Manchester soap. Do you know what I mean? So they went, say Pudsey. So then Helen will go, I'm from Pudsey.
And she might start talking back in a Pudsey accent.
If his mum's from Pudsey and sounds like that, or whatever, then he can be from Pudsey.
That's so clever.
And it literally worked a treat.
And how long did it take for you to get the call to say you've got it?
It took about 7 minutes.
Really?
So I came out of the audition on the third one, and there was another like 3 lads or something in the waiting
Wonder
room.
where they are now.
Yeah, still there.
I bumped into one. I bumped into one. I think he's a YouTuber. He does some sort of content, and he said, I was in the last audition with you for David Platt.
Funny.
And I was like, oh. I mean, it was nice to see him, nice to meet, nice to, and he was like, yeah, it's great.
I remember I did an audition for 2 things once, really early on in my career, for Danny Boyle.
Oh, right.
And it was the first thing he cast since he cast Leonardo DiCaprio in The Beach.
Wow.
And I didn't get either of the parts. And the actors who got both those parts, one was Timothy Spall. Fair enough. And the other was Doctor Who, Christopher Eccleston.
Oh, right.
So I was like...
Shallow Grave?
No, it was... I'll tell you
Grave.
what. I've told this on the podcast. So yeah, it was for 2 films for BBC 2. Didn't get them. They both got the parts.
Okay.
Pierpont.
But he said to me, he goes, have you got anything you want to say to me? And my mate, Toby Haydock, who's a friend of mine, I told him I was doing this thing, and he said this thing to me. And I said it to him. And I said to Danny Boyle, and you'll like this because you're a film man, aren't you?
Right, okay.
I said, your film Shallow Grave, great film. He said, oh, thank you very much. I said, the scene where they're burying the body and it's illuminated by the taillights of the cars? He said, yeah. I said, the scene in Goodfellas where they're burying the body, it's illuminated by the taillights? He goes, yeah. I said, when does homage end and copying begin? Plagiarism begin? And he went, you cheeky cunt.
Did he?
Well, I mean... Well, yeah.
I'd have asked why we had to see so much of Keith Allen's dick.
Shallow Grave.
Oh, yeah.
There's loads of it.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
But maybe Keith Allen wrote that in. Right, let's crack on. The question we ask now is, show us your medals. You'll never beat when we ask this Chris Hoy, because he literally showed us gold medals. Well, what have you won? Do you know your how many soap titles and all that you've got?
I don't know.
What's the best one you've ever won?
I've just won. I haven't got it yet, but I've just won a Legend of the Industry Award.
The Inside Soap Awards?
No. Oh. It's a Legend of the Industry Award.
Right.
I've no idea what it means, but I get it end of October.
Oh, nice.
Legend of... Does that mean that you've got the freedom to walk into any soap?
I think it comes with like a massive key.
Yeah, just walk in Albert Square.
City.
What?
Yeah.
I think I'm honestly surprised that because Marvel is so big now and like multiverses, how soaps haven't
done a crossover.
Obviously, they won't do it with EastEnders, but the other ITV ones have they?
All four for like a carbon.
Oh, I'm not so not like Comic Relief or something like that. I mean like when like
Nothing shit like that.
proper
Yeah.
fucking if Phil Mitchell turned up.
As
Like,
Phil Mitchell in chorus.
yeah, like
They should be able to do that.
they won't know.
They could definitely do it with Emmerdale, couldn't
Yeah,
they?
because it's the same.
Yeah, they could with Emmerdale.
And it's just across the. They could talk about that farm
Yeah.
that everyone talks about.
What's the best thing about your thing? What's the best thing about being David Platt in Coronation Street soap actor? What's the best thing? Is it the...
Well, no, because no one likes that. I suppose it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Do you have a laugh at work?
Yeah, definitely. God, all the time.
Yeah.
You walk in, you know everyone knows you, you get on with everyone, you have a laugh. You literally don't stop laughing until you leave, and then you leave, and
Do you hang out in the green room, you?
Hang out in the green room.
Yeah, does everybody hang out in the green room?
Yeah, most people. A few people don't. A few people go in the little rooms.
Yeah.
You know, they'll learn their lines or some stuff.
Have you got your own dressing room?
I've got my own dressing room,
Because you know there's a hierarchy.
It just goes on years of service.
Oh, does
Right.
it?
Yeah. So if whoever, I think there's only something like, because I think the cast is like 95.
Yeah.
We ain't got 95 dressing rooms. There's about 20 people who have got your own dressing room.
Well, that's a good quiz, that.
Yeah. And then there's about 20 after that are in sharing ones.
Yeah.
And then you've got about another 20 after that are in threes, and then another 20 after that are in fours.
Then you got the visitor ones like I had the other week.
Porter cabin.
The visitor ones are fine.
Yeah, because they're not dirty, are they?
Yeah. They're good.
You go in and you go, you're wearing that, you go, oh.
Who's been in that? Who's the biggest visitor? Like the highest profile, like cameo visitor? Who would it be?
It's probably Ian McKellen.
Right.
He was in it for a bit.
Yeah.
He was in it for a bit.
I love it when they bring people in like that. I love that. And what's the worst thing about your job?
Worst thing. I won't go to concerts. I won't go to anything like that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just forget it.
Would you go to the arena or you got put in a box? Is it getting in and out?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I tend to avoid crowds.
Do you go to theatre?
Yeah, I do the theatre because I like the theatre.
Yeah.
And it's dark, and when it's on,
Yeah.
fine. But the thing is with concerts,
People
everyone's
drunk.
pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you miss the autograph era compared to the
God, no.
selfie era?
No, they're both just as annoying.
Right.
Because no one knows how to use their phone. Amazingly.
They've
They've had that phone now for 20 years.
Yeah, that is mad,
and
isn't it?
And they go,
They're flustered because they're excited to
know.
see you.
Like, even at my low level, right, I'll say to them sometimes, have you not already got this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you not? And I've Googled things. So like somebody sending like signed tour posters of mine from 20 years ago for £1 on eBay that no one's buying.
No one's buying.
You must have a fucking warehouse with like me and fucking Sean Maguire.
He's big in America now, I think.
So it's the same ones though, isn't it? Who hang around the outside.
All men.
Well, you don't get as much as you used to, did you?
You don't get as much. No, I suppose
When you're in town.
it's an industrial estate. Well,
Yeah.
kind of, isn't it? Media City. There was just thousands of people.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just
Well,
hanging
not
around
thousands.
like Key Street. Was it
They-
Key
yeah.
Street?
Yeah. The same ones all the time.
They're still there now doing the Crystal Maze.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
You can't get out.
Yeah. Can't get out.
They've been stuck there for ages.
Can we just, while we're talking about worst, can I tell you what the worst thing about Coronation Street is?
Go on.
Ooh.
It's a pet peeve of mine. You know it. It's the fact that the cabin's spelt with a K.
But that's been time.
No, yeah, I know, but I hate that's my.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
I just don't like
Why
it
is
when
it?
people
Because
use
in the 70s, people used to call things with a K. It was a kind of funky thing to do.
like crazy coffee. I hate it when
Yeah.
people use K's instead of C's, and when they put Z's on the end instead of S's.
He's saying this because my son and me have
Oh
started
shit!
a coffee
No, I
business
forgot all about
called
that.
Cafe with a K.
I forgot, but yeah, but I did tell
All right,
you
nice
that.
plug though, isn't it? Nice plug.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
cafe,
yeah.
man.
Get it. It's very
Check it
nice,
out on
very
Insta.
nice coffee with a K.
Good coffee from Cleckheaton. Not far from
With a K?
Yorkshire Woods.
With a K.
Cleckheaton.
Not far from where though?
Yorkshire, where you're
Oh, is
from.
it?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't know?
It's near
Well,
Bradford,
I've
isn't
heard
it?
the name before, but to be honest, I thought it was like the start of a song or something.
Like Eton.
yeah,
I always thought Pontefract should have been in Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sounds
defo.
like that, doesn't it? So you're a professional. What do people like get wrong about your job? Like they just think, oh, we know this. Or they'll say things to you.
millionaire.
They think you're a millionaire.
Millionaire.
That's the
Well,
same when you're on
yeah,
local
same with your
radio
kid.
as well. I've heard.
So people think you're a millionaire.
Multi-millionaire.
Do you pay a Coronation Street tax then when you're trying to buy something? So if you went to buy a car,
Okay. Oh, you mean people see stars
Yeah.
in their eyes and they put more up? Yeah, I mean, if there's like a builder or anything like that, I won't be there.
yeah.
for, like,
There's a cobble
the
tax.
Not a chance.
The cobble tax.
Not a chance in France.
Cobble
It'll be, the girlfriend or mother-in-law, whatever, who's there speaking with the
They do the
builder.
deal.
They'll do the whole thing. And
And then once you've done the deal, you
Overtime.
then come in.
oh, they're fuming.
They're fuming, but then they've got to give you good service because you're like that on Insta.
Yeah, Yelp.
Yelp. If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing? What are your transferable skills? That's
Brain
what we're asking.
surgeon.
You would not be
Brain
a brain
surgeon.
What
I've
would
heard
be?
you probably would have been a professor at Sheffield University.
See, he's got
Do you know what I think you'd be?
What?
I think you'd be. You would be a broadcaster. I don't think you'd be an actor. I think you'd be a broadcaster. After listening to your podcast,
Do you think? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm the weakest one, though. Not on. I don't think I'd be
thinking that is your strength, Jack.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Is that
Have a listen to it. It's decent, right? It's compared to ours. It's very well put together. Sorry, Rachel. It's very well. I don't mean it. That's your fault. It's very well produced.
Right.
It's very. The production values are high. It's very nice. It's very good. It's a good podcast where they watch a film together. So they'll like films that they've never. I did this with Danny once.
Okay.
I said to him,
yeah?
"Let's watch this film," and he
Back to
went.
the Future. Not seen it.
He went. He'd never seen it, and what was it?
True Romance.
True Romance. Yeah.
He'd never seen it, and we sat and we watched it. It was kind of quite a camp moment, wasn't it? Why are you laughing, Rachel?
Yeah.
Why are you
wrong with
laughing,
that?
Rachel?
Have you seen True Romance? No. Yeah.
Oh,
see,
right.
They won't really make sense. Then.
It's not a
Yeah.
romantic film.
It's not really.
It's not Emmanuel 2.
Yeah.
This time it's harder. I don't know. Where's the catchphrase from Manuel?
It's
too?
Quentin Tarantino.
Emanuela.
Yeah. And it's good. It's really good. It's got Patricia Arquette, is it? And,
Yes.
Yeah. And
All-star cast.
Christopher
Slater.
Walken.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
What a
One-
scene that is.
one scene.
What a scene that is.
Yeah. Gary
Take one of them
Oldman.
Chesterfields.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman.
Gary
Oh,
Oldman.
it's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's a really
Brilliant.
good film. Really good film.
In fact, I might go and watch it this afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's
he
put it on
sold
now.
that script
Yeah.
so he could make Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
Because he wanted to direct it, and they went, "No, you've never done anything before. Get out of here."
Yeah.
And he went, "Please," and they went, "No."
That was probably Harvey Weinstein who said that.
probably might. Have been. Probably might have been.
He does often say, "Get out of here." And he wrote on the script for True Romance, when he handed it in, he wrote first and final draft.
Oh, did it?
That's what he wrote on the script, yeah.
Wow.
I quite like him. I find some things about Tarantino to be problematic. His continual use and need to use the N-word. And to put himself in film saying the N-word.
Yeah,
It's
he
kind
loves
of
it,
strange,
doesn't
but I think that film's superb. This is our favourite bit now.
Go on.
This is the bit where you look right down the barrel of the camera
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
and it's your message for the haters.
I had a head teacher of a primary school who wanted to stop my acting because my maths wasn't improving. And my mum sort of fought and said, his maths will never, ever improve, but his acting will. And that's sort of where he's definitely going. And he went, well, no, he needs to get his grades up. So what my mum did is she went to the local papers and she said how amazing the head teacher of the school was for letting Jack do all of his acting work, regardless that his maths was quite poor. So they got in touch with the school and went, "We've heard and we think it's amazing. Can we do an interview?" And then he had to give an interview saying how pleased he was that Jack's acting had come on. And yes, it's a credit to him and the school. And thus my acting continued. And then I went on to obviously
25 years later.
And they asked your mum why she did that, and she said, "There's no money in maths."
no money in maths.
No, his mum went, if this thick prick learns out about numbers, he'll know how much money we're taking off him, but he's happy national every week. Do not teach him maths. He's happy with 50 quid a week and a Mars bar.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, God.
What does life look like away from the day job? What is day to day for you? When you're not working.
Feed the dogs. What
Dogs have you got?
I've got 3 chihuahuas and a Maltipoo. 4.
Right. Why do you get proper dogs?
Nah, Chihuahua. I don't really like dogs. I'm not bothered about people's dogs or whatever.
Chinese attack dogs.
Chihuahuas are the only
Mexican.
dog. The only
Mexican, yes.
They're the only dog I'd have.
Pekingese, aren't they?
It's the only dog I'd have. If I had a
Chihuahua?
dog, it'd be a Chihuahua. Yeah, I think they're sick. I love them.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Chihuahua.
I think they're great.
What's that song?
Tequila.
You get all Mexican stuff.
Yeah, it's on a few shots. of
Chihuahua.
No, there is, yeah.
Chihuahua. So you walk the dogs?
Walk the dogs, feed the dogs, make cups of tea. Girlfriend works from home most of the time. So
What does she do?
I don't know, and she doesn't really. She's
She's got in cahoots with his mum and dad, sorting his money out.
she's got consultant in a title, so
Yeah.
that's always good.
So it's either it's either cancer
No,
or
it's-
environmental science.
It's not that. It's something to do with the internet and socials and stuff.
Right, okay.
And analytics and data.
Right.
I don't know. It's a different world for me.
And you're not interested.
I can't quite understand it.
Yeah, that's
all.
lovely. Get out there. I love that. I can't get my head around that, love.
Yeah.
You just carry on there.
But she gives me jobs throughout the day.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. And so whatever she says, you need to go here, you need to do that.
Yeah.
You need to pick this up. You need
Do you
to
like
take
that? I
this.
quite like it.
Oh yeah, fine. Tell me what to do and I'm fine.
Yeah, get out of the house.
Absolutely. Just tell me. I'm
Yeah.
not, you know.
Are you a school run dad?
No, I'm Disney dad. So
Are you?
I'm weekend dad.
Right.
I was going to say, what, dead?
Usually, yeah.
Like what you said, he Disney pick us up.
Well, like Bambi's dad, absent.
Yeah, no, Disney dad they call it, where you get them at the weekend.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you get you're fun dad, are you?
Yeah, fun dad, yeah.
Fun dad.
Yeah, I'm like that, but every other weekend, so I'm like a DreamWorks dad. It's not as good as Disney.
And Wednesday, so you're like a League Cup dad.
Yeah.
I used to be a Disney dad, and then I took him to Disney, ruined his life.
Oh, I took Rudy to
Why?
Disney.
You not like it?
I took him on the Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Split with his mum. He was 5 years old. I said, "What you need, boy, is an all expenses paid trip to Paris. Throw the boat at it." Daddy went, "That's a
Did he
stupid."
get on it at 5 years old?
Yeah, screaming. He cried that much. He threw up on my neck.
Oh no, I took Rudy, and we were there an hour, and he said, "When can we go to Flamingo Land?" Like literally didn't like Disney. He was like, "When can we go to Flamingo Land? Preferred Flamingo Land."
They're ungrateful, aren't
Did
they?
you go to the big one, the Florida?
No, just the Paris, little Paris one. Flamingo Land is good though. I won't shout out Flamingo
Where's that
Land.
in Yorkshire?
Yeah,
Aylesbury.
Malton.
Malton.
It's a theme park and a zoo.
Based around flamingos. Got some neck, haven't they? They've got a leg to stand.
Oh God.
Right, give us,
Oh God.
give Danny and Justin, that's us, the 3 top tips for soap acting so we can improve.
I suppose you have to take it an intake of breath at the end of a scene. That's always good.
All right,
That's a
give
good
an example.
Or it's intake or an outtake.
Get out of my pub.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them looks.
it.
I'm not your mother.
Yes, I am. Yeah, smashed it.
Yeah, that's one.
And then you got to do the stare. Bum, 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 bum.
I've been really trying, babe.
That's the Coronation Street theme.
You were doing Marvin Gaye.
Yes, Marvin Gaye, that.
What's going on?
No, let's get it on. What's going on?
You do the box as well.
What's the box?
So the box is you'll start off right, left, and then you go down. You come there, then you might come up to the middle.
Oh, the box. Let's have a go. Yeah. So what? So that'd be somebody give you some information to end the scene.
At the end of the scene, yeah.
So give me some information at the end of the scene.
So it'll be, Justin, it's up to you. Take it or leave it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's the box.
You have a go.
Go on, then, give me some info.
I'll do something there. Thing is, the results of the DNA test have come back. It turns out he's not your kid. You're moving your
But
head.
come on, a bit subtle. You
Come
can't-
on,
you
aren't
can't
we meant
just-
to improve, though?
Yeah, you're supposed to just go.
That's good.
People aren't going to see that, though, because I wasn't looking at the camera.
Yeah.
But you're a skilled actor.
Yeah. Or you can do smell the fart. That's the third one.
Smell the fart.
That's it. So at the end of the scene. It's good, isn't it? It's good. It's good.
Right.
So
is that when you've just confused about something?
Could be anything, yeah. Smell the fart.
So feed me a line and I'll smell the fart.
Oh, is that your ass? It doesn't work when it is that.
You can't sniff. You can't go.
All right.
Can't give it away that
all right.
much.
Give me a better line.
I can't believe it's 20 mile an hour in Wales now.
Yeah, good. That's good. Yeah. It's good.
Well, I think we got some tips. We're going to give it a go.
Yeah.
See if we can improve and we can be better actors. And what this is going to try and give us is because your audience is the same as our audience, really. Yeah. We're looking for a broad audience, aren't we? We want a
broadience.
A broad. Like it, Danny. That's why every now and then he does fuck all for an hour or so, and then just pops up.
Little poor man's toe. Little poor man's toe there.
Poor man's toe.
Poor man's toe.
So we're going to go and have a go. Do you know what, Jack? It's been absolutely wonderful meeting you. David P. Shepherd. Thanks very much for joining us in our room.
Thanks, mate. Nice one.
Continued success. Very nice episode. Very nice man.
Yeah, it was great.
Danny, what did you learn, Danny? You did that so... Since we recorded that, I've been watching the street a little bit and every scene.
Oh, really? Is it like when someone says, listen to one of Wayne Rooney's interviews and he says, and then that's all you hear is just...
Yeah, what's the thing I do? I say, don't I, Rachel?
Do you?
You know.
I say,
I've got loads.
Ticks.
I say in it a lot.
That's because you're street.
It is that. It is that.
So what did we learn? I learned that he is the best at knowing how to end a scene.
He's great. Do you know what he was good at? See, this is what I think, right? So he's obviously a good soap actor, great soap actor, but he was also a very good coach.
Yeah, really
a director.
Good. Yeah.
I think he's got a future behind the camera if he ever wants to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to know what all that is,
you've got to watch the Patreon episode. £5 a month. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast, for watching this podcast, for sharing it, for telling your friends. But we'd like you even more if you joined us on Patreon. It's only £5.
Yeah, or whatever you kind of... Remember that? When they, on the charity adverts, where they were like, £2 a month, or whatever you can afford. And now it's like £8 a month, please.
£5 a month will get Danny a new cab. So please give what you can afford.
It's a sick cap, this.
It's not awkward me on here, is it? At all.
Hey, Justin, just give us a couple of seconds to cook before you walk in.
Yeah, a few beats.
I've got
a few beats.
You've got a bit of business.
Action. Good.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Enter Justin.
I've lost my job, I've lost my girlfriend, my best friends don't speak to me. The only thing that's keeping me going is Simon. The question is called... sorry.
That's really awful. Yeah. Well, you kind of went like that. I thought you wanted a fun war.